There were two teams that finished for 5th place in my top 5 NBA teams with the brightest future. The last team I discussed was the Memphis Grizzlies. The other team that finished 5th is the Phoenix Suns. This team was the talk of Orlando to finish the regular season as they went a perfect 8-0. Even though they missed the playoffs for the 10th straight season, their play in the bubble showed the whole NBA that they're capable of being a good team. It feels like it's a good time to be a Suns fan for the first time in a decade. This team revolves around their first-time All-Star this season, Devin Booker. If Damian Lillard was the bubble MVP, then Booker finished right behind him. Booker is everything you need in an offensive player. When he gets going, all you can do is hope he misses. The better the team has been around him, the more efficient he has been. This year's team has been the best talent around Booker since he was drafted in 2015, with career highs in points per game and field goal percentage. He ended the year ranked in the top 10 in scoring and top 20 in assists, and he played in every game for the Suns this year. After putting up big numbers on very bad teams, this year it feels like Booker became a legit star player. A star player that has everything you need to be a superstar in this league. He has the attitude, the confidence, and the game. Another player that the Suns are relying on is former first overall pick Deandre Ayton. His elite size and athleticism allows him to be a great finisher around the rim, and he has a nice shooting touch in the mid-range area. It's only a matter of time before he's comfortable shooting from three-point territory. This season he made big strides on the defensive end, which is a good sign for the future. This year he held opponents to 7% below their average field goal percentage at the rim. There's no doubt that Ayton has all-star potential, and he should be selected to multiple all-star games by the end of his career. The main difference with this team this year was the players around Booker and Ayton. The role players that the Suns have added over the last year or so has really put this franchise in a great position. And most of them are not over the age of 24. Players like Kelly Oubre, Mikal Bridges, and Cam Johnson. All of them can put the ball in the basket and can compete on the defensive end. Mikal Bridges has the talent to make an all-defensive team one day. Bridges and Jimmy Butler seem like the only players in the bubble that could keep TJ Warren in check. With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, Bridges has the potential to make it difficult on the best offensive players in the league. And he's a player that you can easily plug into any offense. He spends most of his time off the ball, and most of his field goal attempts are assisted. Kelly Oubre was having a breakout season until he suffered a season-ending injury to his knee. Even though his defense isn't as good as Bridges, his offensive game is more versatile. Coming out of Kansas, Oubre was looked at as primarily a catch-and-shoot type of player. Improved ball handling and being more aggressive has turned Oubre into a legit scorer in this league. He averaged just under 18 points, 5 rebounds, and over a steal per game this season. He didn't play in the bubble in Orlando because of a torn meniscus, and there is speculation that he could be on a trading block. Rubio was a steady veteran presence that the team needed. For years, Booker has had to take the responsibility of running the point guard position, but Rubio was able to take that burden off his shoulders. The Suns were simply a better team with Rubio on the floor running the offense, which was proven by his team best net rating. Rubio is one of the best passers and floor generals in the league, as he was second in the league in assists per game behind LeBron James. He might not light up the scoreboard or make the highlight reels, but he's exactly what the Suns needed this year, and he's one of the main reasons why the Suns won the most games since 2014-15. The Suns took a lot of heat when they drafted Cam Johnson as early as they did, but he has had a solid rookie season and looks like he can be a very valuable role player for this team. Having a 6'9" sharpshooter can help any team in the league. He started a couple of games at the power forward position to end the season. To be able to hold up at that spot, he needs to put on more muscle and develop more confidence. But the potential is there. Power forward was a position of need for the Suns this offseason, but the Suns could already have their power forward of the future in Cam Johnson. Not only has this young core not made the playoffs, but the franchise hasn't made the playoffs since Steve Nash led the team to the Western Conference Finals in 2010. Nobody is itching to make their playoff debut more than Devin Booker. This year they were close, but next year they will need to carry the momentum from Orlando into next season. The Phoenix Suns are in a great position to make a move in the trade market and in free agency. If they wanted to make a trade and upgrade a position, they have the space and assets to pull it off. If they want to wait and try to make a big splash in free agency, they could do that. The possibilities are endless for the Suns at this particular moment. They can stand pat and allow their young players to grow, or take a chance on a proven star. You could say that the Phoenix Suns have been one of the most dysfunctional franchises for nearly a decade. Head coaches have come and went, and they have never been able to establish an identity for the most part in a long time. The culture has been bad to say the least. Maybe things can turn around with head coach Monty Williams, but based on the history of this team since Steve Nash left, the culture for the Phoenix Suns have been below average and probably one of the worst.